and not Gotti done took Pooh Shiesty from you. How it feel to have a Memphis and take your wife and your #1 artist? You gotta tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy shit you were doing. Signing 100 Memphis, Tennessee, you ain't never heard the mixtape. Just sign, trying to antagonize. And you know we know about the other little shit that just happened too. Yeah, we gonna run that later on though, Gucci. She real shiesty around here, I see. Hey, y'all pray for Gucci, man, cause this shit that's about to break, shit crazy. Hey Gucci. Hey Gucci LaFleur, you know I grew up around my granddad and them, bro. They say when you get married, man, you supposed to always keep your wedding ring on. Always keep your Damn, my bad, Gucci. You don't know where yours is.
Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty situation has gone from label problems to a full-blown mess in the streets and on the internet. The talk right now is that Shiesty wants out of Gucci's 1017 camp. Gucci isn't trying to let him go easy, and the whole thing got louder after Big Scar's death brought real tension to the surface. On top of that, social media is pushing wild rumors about threats, pressure, and even a robbery connected to all this. Some of it is confirmed history, some of it is straight internet talk, and today we're separating what's known from what's being claimed so you can understand why people are saying this. Beef hit the point of no return. Quick note before we start. I'm going to say allegedly when something is a rumor or an online claim, because a lot of the loudest parts of this story are not proven in court or confirmed by police reports. Now let's get into it. Here's what people forget. Gucci didn't just randomly start signing Memphis artists because he felt like it. The backstory goes back years to tension between Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti that's been talked about in interviews and online for a long time. There were claims of personal disrespect, competition, and industry ego, basically the kind of stuff that turns into lifelong beef when two powerful camps don't want to share the spotlight. So Gucci made a chess move. If Memphis is a pipeline for new talent and Yo Gotti's CMG is one of the strongest forces in that city, then Gucci signing Memphis artists can look like strategy. Not just I like your music, but I'm stepping into your backyard. And for a while, that move looked smart, because Gucci's 1017 had two young names buzzing heavy, Pooh Shiesty and Big Scar. And when Shiesty was at his hottest, that wasn't just a regular signing, that was a trophy. That's why people saw it as Gucci taking a big win in the Memphis war. But that's where the story starts getting shaky, because once the legal trouble hit, everything that looked like a power play started turning into a problem. Pooh Shiesty's career took a hard turn when he got locked up on federal charges. While he was still buzzing, he ended up serving time, and that changed the relationship dynamics around him, because when an artist is locked up, the label becomes more than a label, it becomes your lifeline. Fans might think, he got money, he'll be straight. But when you're behind the wall, you're not moving freely, you're not touring, you're not doing business like normal. You're depending on your team to handle things correctly, especially when tragedy hits. And that's exactly what happened next, because the moment Big Scar passed, it wasn't just sadness, it became a test of loyalty, money, and respect. Big Scar passed away in late 2022, and it hit Memphis hard. He was young, talented, and he was part of Gucci's 1017 roster. After his death, the internet started watching Gucci closely because people wanted to see how the label boss would handle it. Funeral costs, support for the family, and honoring his artist the right way. Then the conflict started. Members of Big Scar's family publicly criticized Gucci and questioned what Gucci did or didn't pay for. And they also spoke about jewelry and chains connected to the label situation. That family frustration became a viral topic. Later reporting said there were receipts showing Gucci paid money toward funeral expenses, but Big Scar's sister also said the money only covered certain parts like flowers and obituaries, which kept the debate going. So even if Gucci did contribute money, the family clearly felt disrespected, unheard, or handled wrong. And when family feels played with during grief, there's no "my bad" that fixes it fast. Now imagine how Pooh Shiesty feels watching this from prison. Big Scar wasn't just a label mate, that was family. And when your family says, that label boss didn't do right, you're not about to come home smiling and acting like everything cool. That's why people say this was the moment the Shiesty-Gucci relationship started cracking for real. Because once Shiesty came home, fans expected music, but what they got was tension and silence. When Pooh Shiesty got released and started moving again, the whole world was waiting for that first day out energy. And he did return to music after release. His first post-prison single got covered as a big comeback moment. But what set the internet off wasn't just the song, it was the politics around it. People started paying attention to who Shiesty showed love to publicly and who he didn't. In these situations, fans treat shoutouts like paperwork. They hear a name and they assume alliances. They don't hear a name and they assume a breakup. And that's why rumors about Shiesty wanting out of 1017 started sounding believable to the public, because people already thought the Big Scar situation created a serious divide. Now, to be clear, labels and artists fall out all the time, and not every cold moment is beef. But when you mix grief, money arguments, internet pressure, and old Memphis politics, it gets ugly fast. And speaking of Memphis politics, this is where Yo Gotti gets pulled back into the story. Online commentators have been pushing the idea that Yo Gotti is involved in the background, either trying to bring Shiesty closer, help him move business-wise, or at least benefit from the chaos. There are also viral claims from personalities saying Shiesty may not be with Gucci's 1017 like before, and could be aligning with CMG. Again, these are claims and online talk, not official announcements from contracts. But if you understand how rap business works, this part makes sense as a theory. If Gucci originally signed Memphis artists as a power move during tension with Gotti, then Shiesty leaving Gucci and moving around Gotti would feel like a big reversal, like the same game coming back around. That's why people say Gucci tried to play chess, and now the board flipped. But the most explosive part of this story isn't the business talk. It's what people started saying happened in real life, off the internet. Because once robbery rumors get attached to a rap beef, it stops being gossip and starts sounding dangerous.
Gucci man, tap in with me, bro. I can get you back. I can get you your ring and your watch back, brother. If y'all don't know, Gucci man got his ass robbed.
Now we have to slow down and be responsible here. There are viral videos and social media posts claiming Gucci Mane was allegedly robbed for high-value items like jewelry, including a watch and wedding ring, and that the timing was connected to tension around Pooh Shiesty's label situation. These stories are being pushed mostly through online commentary and repost pages, not through verified police confirmations in the sources we're looking at. Some people online go even further and claim it was orchestrated on behalf of somebody. That part is the exact kind of claim you cannot treat as fact without official documentation, because it's a serious accusation. So here's the clean way to understand it. There is a wave of allegations online saying Gucci got robbed, and people are linking that rumor to label pressure and beef politics. But the who did what storyline is internet-driven, and you should treat it like rumor until actual law enforcement statements or credible reporting confirms details. Even with that said, the rumor alone can still cause real damage, because in rap culture, perception moves faster than proof. And once people believe you got pressured or played, they run with it. And that's why fans are saying this whole thing went from contract problems to somebody might get hurt. Let's keep it simple. If Shiesty believes Gucci handled the Big Scar situation wrong, that's emotional. If Shiesty believes Gucci is blocking him from a better deal or slowing down his money, that's business. But when emotion and money mix, pride shows up. And Gucci is not known for moving like he's scared of public opinion. Gucci's brand is confidence, control, and boss energy. So if a top artist wants out, Gucci might not want to look like he's letting people walk all over him. On the flip side, Shiesty coming home with momentum is a serious thing. Time away can make fans more hungry, and if there's any real money offers behind the scenes, the pressure gets even higher, because nobody wants to feel like somebody is standing between them and the bag. That's why the internet is treating this like no coming back, not because they know the contracts, but because the emotions look too far gone. And that brings us to the biggest question: what happens next, and who actually benefits? If Gucci loses Shiesty publicly, it's not just losing an artist, it's losing the symbol of that Memphis power move people talked about for years. It looks like a reversal of the whole strategy. If Shiesty leaves messy, he risks a different problem. People will label him ungrateful or disloyal, even if he feels justified. And in rap, narratives stick. And if Yo Gotti's name stays attached to the situation, even through rumors, people will treat it like he's winning the long game, because the same city Gucci tried to dominate is the city that might end up taking the prize back. But the real loser in all of this is the music, because the fans don't get the clean comeback run they wanted. They get drama, tension, and everybody choosing sides. So let's wrap this up with what you should actually take from this story, without getting lost in internet fantasy. Here's what we can say without exaggerating it. 1. Gucci Mane built strong momentum signing Memphis artists like Pooh Shiesty and Big Scar, and it looked like a smart power move at the time. 2. After Big Scar's death, there was real public conflict and hurt feelings between the family and Gucci's camp, and reporting showed Gucci contributed money, while the family still disputed how it was handled. 3. Pooh Shiesty returned to music after his October release, which put the spotlight back on his next career move. 4. The rest, he's leaving the label, he's moving with CMG, and especially the robbery storyline with alleged orchestration, those are being driven heavily by online commentary and rumors, not confirmed official reporting in the sources we have. But even rumors can create real consequences, and right now, the energy around Gucci and Shiesty looks tense enough that fans don't expect a friendly reunion. The biggest thing to watch next is not the gossip pages, it's the business moves, new music releases, official announcements, credits, contracts, and who Shiesty publicly stands next to. That's where the real truth will show up. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think this is just messy internet talk that'll blow over? Or do you think Gotti and Pooh Shiesty are really done for good? Drop your opinion in the comments. If you want more breakdowns like this, like the video, subscribe, and keep it locked right here. Because the second real confirmation drops, we're covering it.